In this lesson, we will show you how to schedule the things. What are the scheduling techniques? Okay, when you schedule, a process starts, one process starts, other process starts, one process finishes, other process finishes, one process starts, other process finishes. So there are 4 different scheduling techniques. Okay, we will discuss this, and also we will discuss about lead and lag. What is that, right? So go to new and blank project, and here we take a simple example. Okay, classroom. Okay, and in the classroom we have teacher starts lesson. Okay, teacher starts lesson. Now this is one day. Okay, just put one day. Okay, next is student start computers. Okay, now teacher takes quiz. Okay, and students get results. Okay, student get results. Now teacher ends lesson. Okay, and this is students shut down computers. Okay, so if we put these two processes, this process, okay, now this is I put one day here, one day, and I put one day, this is one day, this is okay, and we put one day and one day. Now I start from today. Okay, this should be all manually scheduled, auto scheduled, right? Auto scheduled. Okay, so if I put one day, then these should be auto scheduled, these should be auto scheduled, auto scheduled, auto scheduled, auto scheduled, and auto scheduled. So if you see this is teacher starts lesson, student starts computers, teacher takes quiz. The relationship between these two are, its predecessor is what? 2, and its predecessor is 3, its predecessor is 4, its predecessor is 5, its predecessor is 6. Okay, so this is how it is. Okay, if we put these two, if we put these two, cut and paste before this, paste. Okay, now you see the difference. Okay, this is 2. Okay, predecessor means previous task. Previous task is 2 for the 3, and for the 7 previous task is, this is 7. Okay, and for this, shut down the computers, previous task is, teacher ends lesson 4, and for this 3. Okay, student starts computers, student takes quiz, student gets results. So this is how. Now we want to see how scheduling works. If you go to this arrow and double click it, you see this is finish to start. When teacher starts lesson, student starts computer. So it is not finish to start, it is start to start. It is start to start. Okay, so this will, between these two, the relationship is start to start. And what about this? Double click it, and when students start computers, teacher takes quiz. So this ends, then teacher start quiz. So finish to start. This is finish to start. This is okay. Then what about this? This double click it. When teacher takes quiz, student gets results. When teacher takes quiz, finishes, then students get, this is finish to start. Okay, this is okay. And about this is student get results, teacher ends lesson. Students get result. When this finishes, then this starts. Okay, this is okay. Finish to start. And about this, when teacher ends lesson, then student shut down computer. This is start to start. Teacher ends lesson. This starts, then student shut down the computer. This starts. This is start to start. Okay. So these are the scheduling techniques we use. We have not used, this is one day by default. We can use minutes also. For example, teacher starts at 10 a.m. Okay. Duration unit is not spotted for this video. Okay, 10:00 a.m. Let's see, it is 9 a.m. Let's see, 9 a.m. Okay, right. So because it is not taking this, but I have used this. I don't know why it is, because we are scheduled. Okay, because of this. Okay, let's escape it. Now we see another example. We see analysis. and we have designed. Analysis takes, for example, 4 days, and it starts from here and it takes 5 days. Okay. Now its design predecessor is 10. 10 means analysis phase. So what is lag? If we double click, then if we put lag of 2 days, currently we have Friday, its previous analysis phase ends in Friday, and this starts from Monday. Now it should start from Wednesday. Let's see. You see, 2 days lag between this ends and this starts. This is 2 day distance, 2 day duration between this. There will be no work in these days. This is called lag. And if we want to start the next process before 2 days, before 3 days, before the previous process ends, okay, then what to do? I should put, double click it, and for example I put -2, right? So you see, this starts from this Tuesday and Friday. So before 2 days. If you want to start the process before 2 days, put the minus. If you want to start the next phase, next process after 2 days, after 3 days, after 10 days, due to some problem, maybe due to vacation, due to some raining in the project, during the project, in the construction project, okay, so you can use lead and lags. Okay, so we have learned about start to start, start to finish scheduling techniques, and we have also learned about lead and lag. And another thing is critical path. If you go to this and go to network diagram, you see this is critical path, red line, this red colored, okay, pink color, this is our critical path, okay, right? So these are hypothetical all, right? If you go here and see the Gantt chart, this is all hypothetical. You can one day you can put minutes, you can put different days. We have learned about how to use resources and other things, okay, in a previous lesson, and this was not discussed in detail. So I arranged another lecture, another class for this, and this is how we use scheduling techniques and lead and lag. Okay, thank you.